Deep beneath the muddy waters, an ancient hunter lies perfectly still. Hidden beneath drifting silt and tangled roots, a massive reticulated python waits with extraordinary patience. It does not chase. It does not hurry. In this river, patience is its greatest weapon. Moments later, an unsuspecting young deer steps toward the water to drink. It has no idea that every ripple conceals danger. In a violent burst, the river erupts. The python strikes with breathtaking speed, dragging its prey beneath the surface. Within seconds, the struggle is over, and silence returns to the river once again. But the hunt is not over. For one young honey badger, today is meant to be another lesson in exploring the wild. But before the sun sets, that lesson will become a desperate fight for life. A mother honey badger walks slowly through the tall grass, her tiny cub trotting close behind. The youngster is full of curiosity, stopping to sniff rocks, chase insects, and investigate every unfamiliar scent. The mother allows only a few steps before gently guiding the cub back toward her. In the wild, curiosity is dangerous. The air is unusually still. Birdsong has faded. Even the wind seems to hold its breath. The mother suddenly freezes. Her nose lifts high into the air as she searches for a scent she cannot quite identify. Her ears twitch at the faintest sound. Every instinct tells her something is wrong. Ahead lies a quiet river, its muddy surface reflecting the golden afternoon light. It looks calm, almost inviting. But calm water often hides the greatest danger. Beneath the surface, completely invisible against the dark riverbed, a massive reticulated python lies perfectly motionless. Its powerful body stretches through the mud like a fallen tree, while only its watchful eyes remain fixed on the shoreline. It has been waiting for hours. Unlike predators that rely on speed, the python survives through patience. It knows that sooner or later, an unsuspecting animal will wander within striking distance. The cub notices none of this. Drawn by the sparkling water, it wanders closer to the riverbank. The mother lets out a low warning growl. The cub hesitates, but only for a moment. One more tiny step, then another. Without warning, the river explodes. A gigantic head erupts from the muddy water, jaws opening with terrifying speed. The python lunges straight toward the helpless cub, sending waves crashing across the riverbank. The cub cries out in panic as razor-sharp teeth clamp onto its shoulder. Within seconds, the serpent begins dragging its struggling victim toward deeper water. Most mothers would retreat from such an enormous predator. Not this one. Without the slightest hesitation, the honey badger charges directly at the giant snake, launching herself into a battle that could cost her own life. The peaceful river has become a battlefield, and the fight has only just begun. The moment the python reaches deeper water, everything changes. The muddy river becomes the serpent's kingdom. Its enormous body twists beneath the surface, wrapping around the cub with terrifying precision. One powerful coil slides across the youngster's chest. Another locks around its hind legs. Every second, the crushing pressure grows stronger. The cub struggles desperately. Tiny claws scrape against the snake's scales, but they cannot break free. Above the water, only violent splashes reveal the desperate battle unfolding below. The mother dives without hesitation. She disappears beneath the surface, where visibility is almost gone. Mud fills the water, turning the fight into a shadowy blur. She can barely see her cub, but instinct guides every movement. She lunges forward and sinks her powerful teeth into the python's thick neck. The serpent reacts instantly. Its massive tail lashes through the water like a whip, throwing the mother several feet away. For a brief moment, the python tightens its coils even further. The cub's movements begin to slow. Air escapes in a stream of bubbles. Time is running out. The mother attacks again. This time, she rakes her sharp claws across the snake's body, searching desperately for a weak point. Thick scales protect the python like natural armor, but she refuses to stop. The river churns into chaos. Mud, bubbles, and waves hide the struggle from the world above. The python now changes its strategy. Instead of holding its position, it begins dragging both badgers toward an even deeper section of the river, where the current is stronger and escape becomes almost impossible. The mother knows exactly what the snake is trying to do. If it reaches deeper water, exhaustion alone could end the fight. Ignoring her own safety, she throws herself across the python's body, biting with every ounce of strength she has left. The giant serpent thrashes violently. For the first time, its grip weakens. The cub manages to draw one desperate breath before another coil begins to tighten. The battle is no longer about strength. It is about endurance. Which one will give up first? The ancient constrictor, or a mother determined to save the only life that truly matters? The python senses its prey slipping away. With one violent surge, it throws its massive body through the water, determined to end the struggle once and for all. The river erupts as muddy waves crash against the banks. But the mother honey badger refuses to retreat. She launches herself straight at the serpent's head, locking her powerful jaws onto its snout. Startled by the sudden attack, the python loosens its coils for the briefest moment. That single mistake changes everything. The cub twists with all the strength left in its exhausted body. One tiny paw slips free, then another. The mother pulls harder, ignoring the pain tearing through her muscles. The python fights back furiously, wrapping part of its body around the mother herself. The crushing pressure squeezes against her ribs, making every breath more difficult. Still, she refuses to let go. Driven by pure instinct, she slashes at the serpent with her razor-sharp claws while keeping her teeth locked in place. The river becomes a whirlpool of mud, bubbles, and thrashing bodies. Seconds feel like minutes. Finally, the python begins to tire. It has spent enormous energy trying to control two determined opponents at once. Sensing the weakening grip, the cub makes one final desperate push. With a violent twist, it slips completely free from the coils. The mother reacts instantly. She grabs the cub gently by the loose skin behind its neck and swims with every ounce of strength toward the riverbank. Behind them, the python gives chase. Its head cuts through the water like a silent missile, closing the distance with terrifying speed. Just as the mother reaches the muddy shore, the serpent launches one last strike. Its jaws snap shut only inches behind her